succeed, 'cause you hesitate. You think we're flying, we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why, 'cause if you don't,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest when shut it down. Whatever, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Church.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On first down, right back to Hall. Well, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
A loss of a yard.
An audible here to get a new look.
Go.
And here we go on fourth down. Fields. And he's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the drive will indeed continue. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fulp now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. If you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now Allen going to change it up. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Shakir holds it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now they'll audit it to something else. Motion man is Shakir. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes to Shakir once again. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division, like, and now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Visitors 7.
Polk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bass on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9.
Angel.
To throw is Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Paul want to give up the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drives.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A shotgun snap, Fields. Touchdown! John Mechie, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to take the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown! James Cook from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's get through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off play action, Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Green 19, that's not. Jump. Jump. All right.
From the 50, here's Fields. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here we go, shot. 331. Right.
Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go.
On the option right is Fields. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go, shot. 258, shot. March right. Sit high.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
You got it. Don't jump. Ready? Good night.
Now it's Fields. His pass caught at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
They'll look to run with Hall. Well, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Fulk connects on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, heck of a move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A toss left side for Hall. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Fields now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
319, tonight.
They'll give to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Right side complete to Mechie. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Yeah, you only get a 1 yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Easy. Go.
Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Easy. 222. No mas. Tonight.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Mason Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this one too low.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 144 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
11. Here we go.
Here's Allen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Good. 58, is that?
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Go.
On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Ooh, the juke. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, my goodness, how about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking about. But boy, what a start for him.
Folk connects on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing now is Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down in the yard.
Brings up second and
Allen going to change the look here.
38-yard line.
Alert! Middle. Regular. Half 85.
Operating from the gun. Allen. That's complete to Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. A 4-yard pickup on the play. Result is a first down.
5 wide. I need it. Monday. Gun. Alert! Look out!
Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
All 52. Middle. Crack.
Motion man is Shakir. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Alert!
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Here's a give to Hall.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. All right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now.
36.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen going to change this at the line.
56, 50, hey, home. What's up?
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Pushes past it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen going to run with it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Allen. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Switch. Be good. Alert.
Now Allen. It's complete, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
13 yards on the play.
58,
and a first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.